Hello, hello. I am Coach Corey Sartori, and I am really excited to talk to you today about what you need to know about living a transformational life. So I have been a coach since 2016, and I have helped many men and women transform their lives through the things that I offer through the program that I teach. So I know it works because it worked for me. I've seen the things that I offer my clients transform their lives. And so, I started coaching in 2016 because I had transformed my own life. I had gone from codependent, toxic relationships to living a life I loved. So before 2013, I just was not my best self, and I found self-development in 2013, and it transformed my life. Even within 1 year, my life was completely different. I was a different person. I was more joyful and excited. I was just a better human being overall. I think that's something that maybe some of you, this can resonate is I've always been really successful in my career. I've always been really good at work, at jobs and getting to that next level. But when it came to life and relationships and, even clarity on who I wanted to be and how I wanted to show up in the world, I really, really struggled. And so learning so much about myself and taking on all these tools just inspired me. It made me know in my heart that my purpose is to help women transform their lives. And I'm so grateful to be back into this place. I feel like I've lost who I wanted to be as a coach for a while, and now I'm back. And I'm so grateful for my own personal development because it helps me to grow in my personal life and in my business. So, I want to share with you what you need to know about living a transformational life because it's not for everybody. I will tell you that. If I had known 10 plus years ago what it meant, what it looked like to step into your power, to become the person you're meant to be, to transform your life, I don't know that I would have signed on for it. But I'm so incredibly grateful that I have chosen to work on myself and continue to work on myself every day and teach other women what they need to do to transform their own lives, whether they're struggling in their personal relationships, maybe they're struggling with self-love or confidence. I love that I get to help them transform their lives. And so I want to share with you today, what does that mean? What does that look like? Some things that you need to know about living a transformational life. And so I'm going to share 5 things today. That first one is it takes work. It takes work every single day, and you have to be committed to doing the work. It's not easy. That means like creating new habits, creating a morning routine, figuring out how to take better care of yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It takes a lot of work, right? That's why I love to guide women and help them grow, is because you don't know what you don't know until you know it. Even a client I was on a call with today said to me, she's like, I love that you just gave me what I needed to grow, so I didn't have all this decision-making fatigue, like by Googling things and all of those things. But it does take work. And I think it's also that awareness of like, well, what do I need to work on? Because you don't know. I didn't know I need to work on myself. Now I'm very aware. You might hear my little 6-month-old right here next to me. So you might hear a little baby chatter. So that's the first thing. It takes work. If you want to live a transformational life, if you want to create more joy and abundance, it takes work. Okay. Like before I started working on myself, I was miserable. I'm unhappy. I've had clients share with me that they had all these cracks in their foundation, and then the tools that I offered them helped them to fill in those cracks, to fill in their foundation and just transform their lives. Somebody's chatty. Yeah. So the next thing is, so the first thing is it takes work. The second thing is it's going to be messy. There are going to be times where you are like living, you're doing self-development, you're working on yourself, you're learning about who you are, you're growing, and it's going to be messy. You are going to uncover things that you didn't know about yourself. You're going to probably cry. You're going to think that you accomplished something, right? Maybe you think you learned a lesson, and then the universe gives you that again, and then you have to learn that lesson again. So it's messy. It's not a straight line. It's a lot of squiggle lines in between and ups and downs, but it is 100% worth it. So that's the second thing. The third thing is you will need to learn the same lesson a few times. So I just shared with that. And something I've seen within my own life is, I always said I want to have a healthy, positive relationship. But I kept dating these guys that I would feel like I needed to change myself for. Like I felt like I needed to be different. I needed to be somebody else because of like things they would say or right. And you get in your head. And so I would start dating somebody and I would think, oh, like I'm too loud. My hair's too big. I dress too crazy, right? Like I would get in my head from like comments they would make and I would change who I thought I was supposed to be. And I will tell you what, I had to learn that lesson over and over because I wasn't even aware of it. I don't think I was aware of that pattern until I was 32 years old. I think I was 34 years old. And I had this lesson of, you are changing the person you are for everybody. And that is why you're still single. And I had to learn that lesson a ton until I found the partner that accepted me for who I was. So you're going to need to learn the same lessons a few times. And I will work with clients. And even in the time that we're working together, we typically work together for 6 months. They will tell me things that, okay, this is just the experience. And I tell them that's the universe testing you to see if you learn that lesson. And then a couple, months later, that same lesson is presented to them. So you're going to need to learn the same lesson a few times, whether that's in relationships or your self-confidence, self-love, you will. The fourth thing is failure is only feedback. This is so important. Yes, failure is only feedback. So as a female entrepreneur, I fail all the time. As a mom, I fail. As a wife, I fail. Failure gives me an opportunity to learn and grow. It gives you an opportunity to learn and grow. So when you fail, rather than, beating yourself up or blaming somebody else, sit with it. And learn from that failure because you can always learn and grow from any time you fail in life. And if you can, learn those lessons and move forward, you become stronger and you grow and you become a better person. And you'll look back in a year from now or 2 years from now and be like, wow, I'm a completely different person. So failures help you learn. Failure is only feedback. So the last thing that I wanted to share today was it's worth it. Living a transformational life is worth it. Like I look back on my life 10 years ago, I was single, I was unhappy, I had come out of a codependent, toxic relationship. I was unkind, I was unhappy, I was drinking daily just to numb myself so I didn't have to feel the pain that was my life. And when I found self-development, self-growth, vision, and goal work, I completely changed my life. And, there was a lot of change that happened within those first 6 months, that first year. But now I look back and the person I was 10 years ago, I'm not that person I was today. And the life that I have created is so incredible because I choose to continue to work on myself every day. I get to run my own business. I get to have the most amazing children, my little miracle baby, and my son who's almost 6. I have like the best husband in the world. Living a transformational life is 100% worth it. It is not easy. I know that you can get there though if you want it. So again, those things that you need to know about living a transformational life is it is going to take work every single day. It is going to be messy. You will need to learn the same lesson a few times. Failure is only feedback and it is 100% worth it. If you want to live a transformational life, do whatever it takes to get there because I will tell you the life that I have today is amazing. I was able to beat breast cancer because of my mindset, because of manifestation. I've been able to grow a successful business. I was able to get pregnant with this little boy right here. They told me I was never going to have another kid because I didn't have enough eggs or blah, blah, blah. And I said, nope. And I manifested this little boy and he's awesome. So living a transformational life is it's magical. It's worth it. Do the work on yourself so you can become the person that you are meant to be. I have 2 spots open right now for my one-on-one coaching program. So if you are serious about transformation, if you are serious about growing, loving yourself more, getting from where you are to where you want to be, let me help you. This is what I am very skilled at, is personal growth and self-development for high-achieving women that want it, that want more out of life. I get it. I've been there and I want to help you. So send me a DM with the word program to learn more. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. And I look forward to connecting soon.